Okay, Jacob, there's an announcement today out of the NFC forum regarding the NFC WLC spec, something we've been anticipating and even talking a little bit about in our Proof Point series and in our webinars. What's inside this development?
Well, this is a really exciting announcement to finally be sharing with the world. This is really talking about bringing NFC charging, which exists in a small subset of really important products from Microsoft and Samsung and Huawei, and most recently from Whoop. But now it's making it more available for other products that are smaller, and there's a ton of these small products. So we have earbuds, we have styluses, we have earbuds cases, and even wearables. There's all sorts of products that can be here. And the really cool thing about this is the WLC 2.0 spec is taking smaller sizes so that you can accommodate more products. And it's also turning the mobile phone into a charger. And that is really exciting and really cool.
Okay, so your smartphone now becomes a sort of a universal charger for devices with NFC charging in it. So during the day, if my stylus needs charging, I can pop it on my phone. If my earbuds need charging, I can pop it on the back of my phone. With 60 million earbuds being sold annually and billions of NFC-enabled devices and phones, what does this mean? It sounds like sort of a big deal.
Oh, it's a very big deal. So where most technology ecosystems that are two-sided require infrastructure and then the device that's being used. Let's think all the way back to gas stations and cars. Cars aren't very useful until gas stations get put along the highway that go across the country. We're seeing that right now with EV charging stations, right? You need to make these things useful, these EVs. In regular wireless charging, there's always been a chicken and an egg situation where you need to have infrastructure installed in the car to charge the phone or in the Starbucks to charge the phone. Now what's happening is something that already exists in virtually every single person's pocket. They walk around with these phones that already have NFC technology in them. Now what we're able to do is turn those into transmitters that can charge these other products. So this two-sided ecosystem already exists. It's just about adding this really cool feature that will allow for the elimination of pins, that will allow for better user experience, and that will allow for all sorts of benefits like waterproofing devices, making them more resilient to breakage and sweat and things like that. So it's a really big announcement.
Let's assume we are getting to this place where we've got a universal wireless charging transmitter using NFC in our phones for these types of devices. If I'm a product developer, what type of challenges am I going to have integrating NFC charging into my earbuds or into my fitness tracker or devices like that?
Yeah, that's a great question, because I think the NFC announcement today is really exciting, but it also makes it feel like it's ready. Like, hey, just turn your phone on, turn it over, and put something down on it, and it's going to work. And it's really not the case yet. So I think there's two main categories of challenges that are facing product developers and engineers. So I'll put one of those is the category of industrial mechanical design, and then the other side is the electrical design. So on the industrial side, in that first category, just think about how these devices, the phones are, flat bricks, right? And they're relatively large compared to, for example, an earbud. So if you juxtapose the two of those together, on one side you have a relatively large flat object, and the other side you have a pretty small, multi-dimensional 3D object that never sits on the same side. So getting those to align and getting those to sit in the right part of the phone is going to be a challenge. It's overcomable, and largely it's overcomable by the second side, which is the electrical design. So if you have superior antenna quality factors, if you have superior power conversion efficiencies, you can overcome some of the mismatch coupling that's due to angular misalignment, XY misalignment, and Z misalignment. You can overcome that with superior electronics and superior technology that takes some of that heat away, that makes it more possible to integrate small electronics with AC to DC conversion into these small devices without overheating the batteries and causing electrical issues like Samsung faced with their phones a few years ago.
Great. Very exciting development here in the world of wireless power, and this is the place for the latest information on it and NuCurrent's unique perspective on it. So thanks, Jacob.
Thanks, Mike. It was fun.